Hi David, thanks for having me over. Are you excited about moving to Chicago? Would it be okay if I gave myself a quick tour? If it's okay, let's use the kitchen table so we can lay everything out. Let's talk about getting you to Chicago. Now, the first thing I'd like to do is review your situation and what's important to you about making this move. Is that okay? Great. Well, I've got three bottom line questions for you. Are you ready? Number one, are you definitely ready to sell your property? Number two, will you price it to where it will sell? Or are you okay with keeping it on the market for a long time? And number three, most importantly, David, do you want me to get it sold for you? Awesome. Now, the purpose of our meeting today is twofold. Number one is for me to share with you some very important information about what it's going to take to get your property sold for top dollar so that we can get you guys to Chicago, right? And number two is for us to decide today if the right thing for you is to partner with me on the sale of your home. Make sense? Great. And whether you decide to hire me or not, I hope it will become clear to you through our meeting today that my goal is to help you get what you want. And if I can't help you, I'll let you know, because I'm not interested in just taking a listing. I'm very interested in helping you guys get to Chicago because that's what you want, right? Awesome. So we're on the same page. Now, the key today is for us to determine the right price to set on your home that'll cause it to sell. Because obviously you don't want to put your home on the market and have it not sell, right? So, and have it not sell, right? And here's what I'm going to do. As soon as you decide to hire me, I'm going to do everything it takes for my action plan to get your home exposed to all of the qualified buyers in the market. Because that's the kind of exposure you want, right? So the key is to determine the right price to make those qualified buyers excited about your house when they see it. Make sense? So in preparation for our meeting today, I've completed a market study, also called a comparative market analysis. Are you familiar with this? Well, it contains three parts. First are the active listings. This is your competition, right? I like to call this dreamland because it's what people want to get for their house, but you don't know what it's actually going to sell for. Second are the expireds. Do you know what these are? Right, they're homes that didn't sell. They wanted to sell, but something went wrong. I call this never, never land. Can you see why? Yeah, because we never want to be there. And finally are the solds, and this is reality because this is what homes are actually selling for in this market. Make sense? Great. And so this is where we'll focus today because obviously in order to get you guys to Chicago by June, in which of these three categories do we need your house to end up? Right, the solds. Now, the purpose of the market study is to determine the value of your home from a buyer's perspective and also from the appraiser's perspective. And I'm sure you can see why that's important, right? First, the appraiser, because that's who the lender is going to hire to determine the value of your home based upon what comparable homes are selling for, which is what buyers are paying for now. Does that make sense? Great. And second, to make sure we price your home so that it's attractive to buyers. Because is a buyer only going to be looking at your home, or are they going to be shopping around and comparing yours with others? Right, they're going to be shopping around. And what do you think they're going to be comparing? Exactly, they're going to be comparing the features such as quality, condition, location, and they're going to be comparing the price. So you ready to take a look? Great. Well, this home is comparable to yours. Notice how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, what's the square feet, how many garage spaces. Notice what was their price. And notice how many days on market. Now, how's that going to work to get you guys to Chicago by June? Have you seen this property? This property is nicer than yours, or your property is nicer than this one because. So based upon what the market is saying, at what price do you feel will get buyers excited about your home when they see it? Awesome. Yes, after looking at your home and reviewing what the market is saying, I'm suggesting we list your home for $1.2 million. And you can see why that's the right price, right? And that's going to get you the best price in this market in the best amount of time with the least amount of hassle so that we can get you guys to Chicago by June. Sound exciting? Awesome. Now, do you have any questions so far about anything we've covered? Are you ready for the next step? The net sheet provides you with all the costs associated with selling your home and how much you're actually going to walk away with after the sale of your home. I assume that's something you'd be interested in, right? Well, here are all the standard closing costs and fees for sellers. Do you have any questions about that? Okay. So based upon a realistic sales price of $1.2 million and a closing date of June 1st, here are your total net proceeds to you at closing. David, is that a number that you can live with? I know it's not as much as you were expecting, but is it a number that you could live with if you had to? Awesome. So we'll get it on the market for $1.2 million, which is what we agreed was the right price, right? Well, I'm ready for you to put me to work. Are you ready for the next step? Awesome. Well, can I explain to you what's going to happen next? And here are the highlights. First, we're going to want to make sure your home shows at its best. So I'm going to bring my stager in for a free consultation, and she can explain the things that you need to get your home ready for sale. Second, I'm going to be launching my pre-marketing campaign immediately because you did want us to get you the most exposure to the market as fast as possible, right? Awesome. Next, I'm going to launch my exclusive 10-day marketing blitz. Are you excited? Your home is going to be marketed to every potential buyer out there and promoted to all of the licensed realtors and their buyers through the multiple listing service. Plus, I've got it syndicated to over 10,000 real estate websites, including the most popular ones that buyers visit, such as Zillow, Trulia, and Realtor.com. I'm sure you can understand how important that kind of internet exposure is, right? Awesome. Because you did want us to get you the most exposure to the market, to get all of those qualified buyers in, right? Awesome. Well, that's exactly what you're going to get with me. And with that exposure, assuming the market responds as we expect, we'll be getting a lot of buyer traffic in. And I'll be following up with all of that to get us the best offers. And I'll be negotiating those offers to ultimately get you guys top dollar and get you to Chicago by the end of June. Does that sound exciting? Awesome. So are you ready to start packing? Not now, but today, but soon. Do you guys have any questions about anything we've covered so far? Well, I'm ready for you to put me to work. Do you have any questions before you're ready to let me help you make this move happen and get you guys to Chicago? Awesome. Well, all I need for you to do is to sign here on the net sheet and the CMA, and we'll fill out the rest of the paperwork. Congratulations, and I'll get to work. Congratulations.